This would requires values which are not smart enough to do. But I can do something as well as calculations and um, any advanced alien civilizations that is as old interested and populated that galaxy. Even without its studies respect, if it is all is moving at say 10 to 20% of life, you could populate the entire galaxy in let's say 10 million years. Maybe 20 million years. This is not a thing, it experienced. Why you said you wanted to die on Mars? Why? To be clear, I don't want to die on Mars. Um, it's like if was I was going to die someday, it is going to pick some place to die. It's one not smart. It's born on Earth as one not just on Mars. Syphilis may be quite as say, but I think given the choice between days on Earth and days on Mars, I say yes, sure, I would as Mars. It's not some kind of Mars that's with. If I do that on Mars, I just don't want to go do that. Let's go back to Earth actually. You tweeted that you are building a tunnel under Washington DC. Why? Was it? It's a secret plot, okay? It's just between us. Nobody's helped you. Exactly. Let's keep that a secret. I think this is a gonna sound a little. It means it seems like trivial, a silly bet. I've been saying this for many years, but sort of solutions of urban construction is network and tunnels at the cities. As when I say this, I don't mean to displace at all. I mean the tunnels that go many levels deep. You can always go deeper than you can go up. Like the deepest Mars is deeper than, so you can have a network tunnels that is 20, 30, 40, 50 levels. It's as many levels as you want. And so, given that you can overcome the contraction situations and it's any city in the world. The challenge is how do you build tunnels quickly at a close cost with high safety. So if tunnel technologies can be improved to a point where you can build tunnels fast, cheap, and safe, then that's what completely gets rid of any traffic situations in the cities. As I say, that's what important technology. And Washington D.C., LA, and most of major American cities and most of major cities in the world suffer from severe traffic issue. As it must be because you got these tall buildings at 3Ds and you have a short network. That's what's level. And these people generally want to go in and out at the same time. Then you get a traffic jam. Let's get back to your years in Dubai. The first time I met you for June 2015 at your office space S. And I asked you would you have espresso in use 80. His answers were spaces with China. Maybe it's not a new future. It's almost years and a half. With our hair, seems task grows quite fast. Why not? I think actually things wellness really well in China. So we have some initial strategies figured around service infrastructure, various other things that is actually going pretty well, and so the time seemed to be good to really make a significant debut in its religious studies in Dubai. In your opinion, which is the new disturbing thing that will come to the next technologies for the next technology? What's the next in technology? That will deter the way we live, the way we think, the way we do business. Well, the most near-term impact from the technology support autonomous cars, like fully self-driving cars. I said that's gonna be happens much faster than people realize. So, is that it's gonna be great convenience because it's an autonomous cars, but there's many people whose job is to try. If in fact, I think it must be a single flyer. People is driving in various forms, and so is we need to figure out the new rules for what do these people do, but it was always very disruptive. It's very quick. I should characterize what I mean by quick, because these are quick means different people. There are about 2 billion vehicles in the world. Approaches at fast 2.5 billion car and truck in the world. The Reuters newspaper is about 100 months. Which made the same because of the latest car before. So the point at which we see sports autonomies appear will not be the point at which in the necessity of people, because it will take a long time to make it autonomous to disrupt employment. Such a disruptions as talking about will take place over about 20 years. Still, 20 years is a short period of time to have, I think, something like 50% of the world. Thank you. This is the largest global government summit we have. Of its 130 national governments, if you want to advise government officials to be ready for the future, what three pieces of advice can you give them? Well, I think the first bit of advice is to really place close attention to the developments. I think this is we need to be just be very careful in how we adopt artificial intelligence to make sure that artificial intelligence gets carried away, because sometimes we have is that it's good in this work. They don't necessarily realize what it's doing. So I think it's important for the safety. Keep a close eyes on the screen, which represents a stranger card of web. This is secondly, I would say we do need to think about transport in general, and there's this movement towards electric vehicles, sustainable transports. That is going to be good for many reasons, but again, there's something that happens immediately that's going to happen so slowly. So driverless vehicles, because that's probably something that happens over 30, 40 years, transition to electric vehicles. And so thinking about that in context, the demand for electricity will increase dramatically. So currently, in terms of total energy uses in the world, it's about one third transport, one third. So over time, this will transition to almost all, not all, but predominantly electricity, which means that the demand for electricity will probably triple. So it's going to be very important to think about so much more electricity. And it still has been easy job, does it? This more challenges for them. No, well, I think maybe these things reflect into each other. What to do about mass unemployment? This is gonna be a massive social challenge. Um, I think achievements will have to have to cater universal space. I don't think there's gonna be choice. Universal basis income. I think it's gonna be necessary. It means that employed people will paid across the world. Yes, machines, robots are taking over. This will be fewer and fewer jobs. That's a global. That's simply. Just want to be clear. These are not things that I wish that would happen. These things are things I think probably will happen. And so, if my assessment is correct, and this will happen, but I need to just what it's going to do. I think such kind of universal spaces income is going to be necessary. The output of goods and services will be extremely high. Just with automation, this will cause abundance. This will be almost everything will get very cheap. Oh, dear. So I think the biggest, I think the worst just and universal spaces income. The harder challenge, much harder challenge, is how people just has meaning. Let's have lots of people just drive. This meaning from the employment. So if you don't have, if it's not just needed, if you're not a need for your labor, how do you? What does meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you have useless? That's much harder problem to deal with.
And then how do we ensure that
That's how to ensure that the future is going to be the future that you want, that you so like.
No, I mean I do think that
As we do think there's a potential path here, which is
and we're really getting into
it's really getting into science fiction or sort of advanced science stuff,
advanced
science stuff.
having
But having some sort of merger with biological intelligence and machine intelligence.
to some degree,
To some degree, we are already the cyborg.
you think, like, you think of like
You think of life, the digital tools that you have for your computers, applications that you have. Like the fact that it's mentioned earlier, you can ask questions instantly get an answer from Google about other things.
and
And so it already has literal tertiary. It says tertiary because you can think of the system, cut out the animal's brains, a brainless brain, a data cortex, cut out the thinking brain's parts of a literal cell. But
so you already have that. And,
so you always have that. I think it's just really that the digital ghost is about.
their emails and the pictures
Always
that they
there's
posted,
email, there's a
social media.
picture, there's a
That's
part of
still
social
like
media, there's still place.
if they died.
It will die.
So
So over time, I
we'll
think
probably
we'll probably see
a closer merger
as close as
of
mergers about biological intelligence, digital intelligence. It's mostly about bandwidth, speed of connections between your brain and your digital, the digital extensions of yourself,
particularly
particularly output.
like when,
And
output,
if
anything is
another
getting
thing
worse.
is getting
we
worse,
used to have like
you know, we used to
keyboards that
have
we
a
use a lot. Now we
keyboard
do most of our
that we do
input
most
through our
your
thumbs
input with our
on the
thumbs on the phone,
and that's just very
and
slow.
that's just very slow.
A computer can
As computer can communicate at just 3 minutes.
but your thumb
Your
can maybe
thumb
do
can maybe
I don't
do
know, 10 bits
many
per second or
beats
100
per
if you're
second
being
if
generous.
you are generous.
So some high bandwidth interface to the brain, I think, will be
I think will be
something that
something that
helps achieve
has
a
achieved symbiosis
between
between
human and machine
human machine intelligence and maybe solves
the control
the
problem
controls problem and the usefulness problem.
Getting pretty esoteric here.
I think it's really also
Yeah.
Close.
Okay.
We got
close. We got it.
Always you think
Always you think out of the box.
your idea.
Your ideas
so
are so
huge.
huge.
you want to go to space.
You want to go
you decided
space, you decided to
you
go
did
to
it.
space, you did it.
This-
More times
there,
than I care to
right.
count.
How do you come with this idea, actually? Sometimes they're
Sometimes
pushing
there's
the human
punishing the
limit. You
human
are
brain.
always pushing the
What technology solution is necessary in order to achieve the particular goal, and then try to make as much progress in that direction